that backcourt with Harden and the United States in tonight's game against the Dominican Republic. Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving again starting with Harden, Fareed, and Davis. Fareed shooting at 80% so far from the field. Fran, smart for him to rest up into the final preliminary tomorrow. Meanwhile, Kenneth Fareed, what more can you say about what he's done for Team USA? Victor Lee's not able to finish there. The other way, the United States scoring early as Kyrie Irving.
Resting him today because tomorrow's game is going to be critical for every other team in his pool.
Here's Fareed taking it strong to the hole, get the save, but right to Irving, loading up Harden for three. Tipped up Fareed. Another chance, a third chance goes down. That's been the U.S. game so far in Spain.
Former draft pick of the Sacramento Kings.
Yes, signed to the veterans minimum as Steph Curry launches a three and hits.
Again by the Dominican Republic. See, this ought to result in a wide open shot if they just swing this ball side to side.
That time they skip it across to Harden, and boom, there you go.
You know,
Rudy Gay just into the game, gets the rebound, puts it up, draws contact. He'll get to the three defenders. Now they'll have to set up the half court.
There's that zone again.
Gay, the pull-up on the baseline.
Well, I think Turkey certainly caused them trouble, and that's just too easy for Lees to get into the lane.
Gay from the corner. Rebound, Cousins, and a whistle.
Work around the lane, but that was good pick and pop basketball. Good patience.
Thompson had an opening, and he took it, hitting a three-pointer.
He and Curry are not going to stop shooting open shots, nor should they.
Nice pass, but another block knocked out of bounds by Rudy Gay. That's the fifth United States block here in the opening quarter.
Orlando Sanchez, former St. John's Red Storm member. Are you going to get the last shot of the half, which would probably be good?
Thompson missing. Cousins right there for the easy deuce.
They're holding him out with that ankle injury he suffered yesterday, saving him for what will look to be a really important game tomorrow to advance.
Ball, but not all of them being paid to play, right? So they can keep their eligibility.
The rules have changed. The rules are a lot more liberal. Nice look inside.
And Cousins, the easy. Got a final. Lithuania with a 30-point win over winless Korea. Cousins, the offensive foul and the putback, and he'll get to the line.
Yeah, this in defenses, you don't have the time, really. Understandable.
And so far tonight, not really turning over the Dominican until right there and on the break. Derrick Rose finishing on the other end.
Exactly.
Back in Spain, 6:55 to go in the half, and that's the first. And the shot no good for Edward Santana. United States running lob for Fareed, who puts it in one hand and flushes. Largest lead of the evening for the United States.
James Harden has really made that a habit in his...
5.5 minutes to go here in our first half. Curry goes for the rim. Fareed gets room and scores. And now Fareed tripping. They're going to call that one on Kenneth Fareed as a little incidental contact, but that'll be two now on Fareed.
Well, Curry finds him at the rim, and watch this. They call that a foul. Wow.
Anthony and Fareed. Curry gets by Sosa. Over Santana, flying in for the jam, Kenneth Fareed.
You love the effort, and first the block, he's running the floor. You know what, I used to tell my guys, we used to chart offensive rebounds attempted. It made sense to me that the more you run directly to the rim, the more offensive rebounds you're going to get. And he treats every shot like it's a pass to him. And it's a great way to play the game.
You know, we often describe guys with motor. Sometimes it's overused. It almost feels like he's ratcheted up even more, that he now feels not only the confidence that he belongs on this stage.
Well, he said he's having fun, and there you see, nice confidence.
He's got 7.
Yeah, it's a good confidence builder for Orlando Antigua's club.
Steph Curry rattles home a three, and the United States goes back up 10.
You know, marked the end of an incredible era, a great rivalry.
As David.
See that 2-3 zone, and you got to find the shooters, but I still think you got to go inside out, and there's a good look.
And Kyrie Irving bearing the medium.
And better shooter, and he's nearly impossible to keep out of the lane off the dribble.
I was going to say that's the last part of his game. That and the defensive end that he's working is Santana Trying to help Rudy Gay, kind of contact and motion and gravity, and there was no way around, and Santana picks up his second.
But Rudy Gay, good set here. Coach K's done a good job out of timeouts, getting Team USA good looks, and there's a good example right there.
The United States, a 6-0 run to end the half. Kenneth Faried leads the way for the United States with 10 points. He had 10 first half points with 3 fouls. Gives to Irving, high off the glass. Faried there again for
pass at the rim and go after him, and you can belabor that point, but it's what makes this guy go.
Harden gets the shot up and in. Victor Lee Davis out there to beat Eloy Vargas. Yeah, that was a homecoming for James Feldine, New York City native, as Kenneth Faried has it up to 14 points. When statistically for the year he was averaging 13-7 and 8-6 and a great feed
player, but this certainly has been above and beyond what people I think have expected.
Davis over Vargas getting the friendly rolls. Look at Kenneth Faried so far in this FIBA World Cup. 22 points against Turkey when he was needed in that second half after trailing by 5. The double-double yesterday, and there you see what he's doing so far tonight.
Exactly. And the Finland game obviously was a game that was over early, and Coach K used his team and spread those minutes around very liberally.
It's been a lot of fun to keep track of game to talk about, and so his stock slipped a little bit out of the smaller Morehead State on another block by Anthony Davis. The other way, Curry with the basket. To the Brian Shaw system. Brian's first year as the head coach in Denver, as we look at the block to basket for the United States previously.
Well, and it's been, you know, as much as there's a lot of firepower on this team. You think plays for Gran Canaria. He'll play with Kyle Kurrick this year, former Louisville star.
How about Faried showing a spin move in the lane?
Had a good double team, but it created a 4-on-3 everywhere else on the court for DR.
And Rose fouled on his way to the basket.
Team USA in the quarterfinals.
Off the steal, Harden is fouled before that basket. Manny Fortuna. The group. There are many teams who have their fate still to be decided. Down court for Rose, who finger rolls it in. Those are groups and placements to watch tomorrow as the preliminaries wrap up. An emphatic jam by DeMar DeRozan. Toronto Raptors could complement the other 9, and DeRozan is one of those. So is Andre Drummond and Mason Plumlee as well. Down court, DeRozan.
Derrick Rose had him.
And the United States coming the other way. DeMar DeRozan tried to drop it off for Rudy Gay. Nice save, but Fortuna gives it right back to Boogie Cousins. Missing. Jack Martinez can't control, and here comes the U.S. Gay feeding DeRozan. Nice fake inside. Great move for the scoop.
Barosis, the veteran big guy. Pat Kalathis, former Florida star. Good look inside.
But Cousins been playing a strong game here in the second half. Martinez had a good battle.
Yeah, he's had a very, very good tournament, DeMarcus Cousins. This is a good battle. Jack Martinez knows how to throw his weight around, and Cousins did not back down at all.
It's going to be a year for Spain to knock off the United States. All things are pointing in that direction with the team they've brought back. The team for the U.S. without LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony.
I think it was the first 8 players, 8 or 9 anyway, are all NBA stars or players. Andre Bloch is a free agent.
And the start of play tomorrow, it'll all be determined. But certainly in Group C, among many groups, 2, 3, and 4 is still very interesting as Mason Plumlee jams. Yeah, well, even better.
Which we'll do.
All archived.
I'm going to watch a couple games later on Watch ESPN and not letting your guard down.
Drummond takes the saved feed, finds Plumlee, lobs it for Drummond with a one-hand throwdown. Is it Fratello?
Don't ask me.
Mikhail Fratello.
Oh, good catch.
And a lob down court for Drummond in the slam. Been a second half rout for the United States with 52 seconds to go. On their way to a 4-0 start to the preliminary round.
It's nice to see Andre Drummond made this team again. Coach K went with a bunch of bigs.
And off the inbound, Plumlee for another easy jam. 7 turnovers over 4 games. About to clinch themselves Group C with 1 more game to go in the preliminaries. Got about 2 seconds difference here. U.S. has to take a shot. DeRozan hits it at the shot clock horn, putting a 106 on the board for the U.S. Dominican inbounds, and that's going to do it. 106-71 over the Dominican Republic. Fran, it was a 3-point game after 1, but Coach K's team clinching Group C at 4-0. Group C as we get into the knockout round starting on Saturday. The United States with a 22-0 run late in the 3rd and early in the 4th opened up this game. Final score, U.S. 106, Dominican 71. Fran and Jonathan Coachman up next with highlights. I'm Mark Kestisher. This has been a presentation of ESPN.